Um, just asking, how did you find Godskin?
So my first mentor before ICT is a good friend of God's Kid. They're both been trading for over 5 years, and they're both Jamaicans. So,
Of course. Go ahead.
yeah.
I feel like I had to be born in Jamaica to be blessed with your
Why are
with
Jamaicans
intelligence.
just kill the markets? Why?
I don't know, man.
Why
I
are we
don't know,
killing
bro.
the markets?
I think all of you, if you're born in Jamaica, you have an advantage.
Work ethic.
It's called
Hungry,
Wow.
hungry on the streets.
Yeah, I think it's largely due to the work ethic of Jamaicans. Not saying that Jamaican has the best work ethic in the world. By the way, I'm
We agree. Us Jamaicans, we are righteous. We don't
Yo,
stop at nothing.
I'm gonna sell this and put not a lot of risk. Probably like that's $17 risk right there at the high, and go for best case scenario here. $17 not gonna hurt me if I'm wrong. I'm trading this time delivery here, in particular the next M15 candle.
Yo, Kish,
Hey, what's up?
quick question. When you say time delivery, do you just mean you're looking for a specific candle you're looking to trade that delivery for, like the next 15-minute candle you're looking to trade that delivery, or is it a specific time of the day?
The specific time of the day.
Oh,
So,
okay.
within the day, there are cycles, like sessions. Those cycles have characteristics, okay?
Mhm.
I've been dropping major hints about one specific cycle of the day on all the live calls. I've been dropping major hints around that.
The higher the day one, bombo clap.
So, let's just see. So
Mhm.
now, zooming up on this NAS delivery here, what I like about it, or one thing I like about it, is overlapping wicks inside here. There's no FEG. The downside of overlapping wicks is if I'm short and there's a high above me and price is retracing, it opens the door for taking the high and then dropping versus just retracing and then dropping. But I'm fine with this risk because it's manageable. And I kind of timed my entry as well. And the price level, we talked about why we're gonna enter there and all that good stuff. Kind of missed it by a point, but no big deal. That should be enough to get me to a daily objective. And yeah, UCAD is gone. Gold, I feel like I want to take gold. That's gone. Gold looks like it could be, where are we, 58? This is 60. I don't want my stop at least at 61, which means with the size down on this, so I'll go 0.25. Should be enough, or just keep it 0.3 and try to sell 59 or a little above 59. Fumbled. No big deal. No worries, no stress. And I'm gonna sell it now. Put my stop at 61. There. So I'm a little bit exposed, just a little bit on these positions here. But it's calculated risk. Oh, I didn't share the link in the public channel. There we go. Little bit exposed, but the risk is managed. Gold, the gold short look better than NAS because gold hasn't traded here yet, which means that the potential of, what's this, 10, 20, I don't know. 20 pips is greater over here. UCAD coming back. UCAD coming back is not good for my entries. What time is it? 10:15. 10:24. If I don't get stopped out before 10:24, I should be fine. If I get stopped out, what am I saying? At 10:24, I should be fine if it's still here. But if at 10:24 price is still retracing, then that opens the door for what I was saying over here. Overlapping wicks and then just tapping it and then moving. But I think I should be fine unless spreads is really close to this high. Which I don't think. Is it? I should be fine.
Yo, Chris, question.
What's up?
Aren't you always supposedly correlated with? I mean, you've always taught me that you're always opposed. Like if NAS is going up, you know what I'm saying? Gold is going down.
Yep, that's right. But then there are times when the correlation is not there. Market conditions. So there are two major market sentiment, and they're called risk on and risk off. Based on which one we're in, the relationship between these two guys kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It flips every now and then. Let's put it that way. Oh, somebody wants my SL? I want 690. It's yeah, 690. We want 690 this, and he wants our SL. All right, Kel. I'm not going to go to M1, but I know this should give me 690. I don't know. Managing partials on the PC is always like weird for me. So I'm gonna open my phone and I'll be managing my gold shorts there when I need to. 918, well, 1018, sorry.
Yo, Kish, I have a question.
What's up?
So we had news about 17, 18 minutes ago now, and we haven't really had any reaction. How do you look at it?
I don't really.
You don't?
No, because in this case, we already have a lot. We already had a large move ahead of the news, which was setting up the potential that at news release, it's likely to be stagnant. Meh.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
56, this is what, 34? $34 is all we need. And it's floating $34 now, but I'm not touching it yet.
So I'm gonna ask you a question, another question. Listen, if you have a certain way of thinking, I know you have a certain way of thinking to find out information. So my question to you is, what questions do you always ask yourself when finding a discovery? Like before discovering something, what questions do you always ask yourself? See what I'm saying? Like, to lead you to that conclusion. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. Just a second. I wanna manage gold at that low. I wanna manage. So just let me focus and get this part done, and then I can answer your question. It's 10:25 now, so I want a large range down candle, and as it's trading through this low, I'll manage. Resisting the urge to go to M1 to, you know, see what's inside here. Just trying to show as much of what I'm doing. If I go to M1, if I go to M1, there's stuff I do on M1 that I just don't want to talk about. Full stop. So self-discovery questions are usually what I think about. So just kind of multitasking. When you're backtesting a model, the questions that you ask yourself around that model should be pretty much the same thing you ask yourself around studying. So you know your model works, you know the mechanics. Let's say it's a Zoom model. You should be looking at stuff like, in the last 6 weeks, how many times did my model form? Even if I didn't see it, where did it form? Across what pair? What time of the day? What did it give in terms of setup? How could I manage risk around it? If I was watching it live, how would I react? Stuff like that. Weigel don't want to just speed through. I mean, we could manage here, or at least take the risk off, but expand below here, and then we'll do that. I don't know what's that low. That the price on this candle's low is what? I used to know. I don't see it. Meh. But the gold position is floating enough to get us to the target, so I'm going to key up taking 0.25 off, and 3, 2, now 0.25 out, and break even 59.3. There. All right, all good. On to NAS next. Still inside here. So to mirror these positions, this point on NAS would be this low. So I'm going to move this line down to here. Maybe not like the best in terms of trade idea away from this. It's probably about 30 points. So once we expand through this low on NAS, I'm just going to trail my stop down to this high. All right. So now, like that. I'm just going to leave NAS. What's the next target after 610? One sec, let me just check. After 610, 690, 780. 780 is the next objective. We're at 760. Okay, so if this gets to 780, that's going to be it for the day. We walk away and everything is really. I mean, at this point, we're immune to losing, right? So comes back, stops us out. No big deal. Hits the objective. Stop. Extra gravy.
Yes, wouldn't this
Hey.
be a case of consolidation lead into reversal?
If this is an instance where consolidation leads to reversal?
Yeah.
No. Why? Because if you're going to look at it like this is a consolidation here, find the high and the low of the consolidation. What you'll see is we had multiple attempts to push below first, which makes those a failure swing. So we technically broke out of the consolidation already. So then it retraced. So consolidation, retracement, then we can get expansion.
I appreciate it.
Cool. Instincts are saying trail gold to this candles here, just for proper risk management to that candle's high. this is how I'd be scalping, so that's why I'm doing that. Nas don't want to take the low. It wants to take us out. But whose word? Not worried at all. Done for the day. That's perfectly fine. If you close here and walk away, that's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine right here to close and walk away. I rarely hold stuff for take profit either way. Yeah, there it is. Nas took us out. No pain, no gain. No emotions in this trading right now, guys. None whatsoever. Yeah, I agree that NAS needs to be strong. But IOFED is a thing. $11,840. Yes, I like that price level for NAS as well. This is one of those stop outs that you get and you feel like mixed emotions about it. On one hand, so just like with gold, we were waiting for this low to be taken before we do anything. On NAS, this was the low that we're waiting for, which means on principle, going break even before this results in things like this. But that I was okay with accepting because I'd already hit the objective and I trust that. Ed did the same. Yeah, I just like a thief in the night. Just want to come in, grab and go.
You don't need to at me, boy. You don't need to at me.
I know. I know. Because I think at this point, I think only me and you doing the challenge.
It's always been me and you, Chris, man. Because me and you are the algo, you know. We run up the algorithm, man, and we don't think that the second leg and the third leg and the fourth leg. It's only me and you, you know.
Yeah.
I'll
Re-enter
load
gold.
$100 and join with you guys right now.
Who that?
I think that's Chris. That's Chris.
Just a line.
All right. Join in. Put the £100 in and come.
Perfect. I got you guys.
Oh, spending too much time here. Let's go over to, what about UCAD? Tempting. How much are we floating on gold? Let's see if I can. Let's play a little game. That's $13 on gold floating, and this is $3 profit. So if this stop loss was protecting $13 more on the balance, I'd take a trade and risk $13. Make sense? So that way you're playing defense and you're never really exposed to risk. You're using the money that you have to make more money. And if well, it's not the money, you're using your profits to make money. So you've already taken your money, put it in your pocket. Now you're playing with the, the highly liquid portion of your assets. Put that money to work. I was going to go long UCAD, but it hadn't gotten there yet. And then overlapping wicks here. So remember what I was saying about this and the overlapping wicks? If there's overlapping wicks and no clear imbalance, it opens the door for them to take this high before going lower. With this now, inside this delivery, it's inefficiently traded. I can look at it and see that it's inefficiently traded. So they can drop below this blue line. That's why I put it there years ago, because yeah, I could see that delivery was likely. And I hope one day you guys will be able to look back and say, man, I can see the delivery now. I can see why. It's not always about what. It's not what candle, what high, what low. It's about why. That so for Sri, you asked me a question earlier about what the questions I ask. The why question is what I ask a lot. Everybody knows what. What's this a high? What's this a higher low or something like that? Everybody knows that. Why is this a not a liquidity pool, even though it's a higher low? Stuff like that. So the whys are what improves your understanding.
Fish, can you explain what you said about that blue line again?
This one?
No, the one before. About when you was talking about the wicks.
Oh, here?
No. I don't think it was any of these charts. It may have been UCAD.
Oh, you can here.
Yeah, you was talking about that bottom blue line and those wicks.
Oh, Mert. Okay, cool. Let's check in the voice. So I'm gonna be intentionally vague, Mert, but you should understand.
Cool.
This is UCAD trading down into a level. So let me maximize this chart. And I might need a M15 time frames. So remember Saturday's lesson. When price is trading down into a level that we expect it to logically, or it's possible to retrace from there, we look for something, right? So with that understanding, these levels are areas that price should trade down to. It spiked below them. It can be a sweep of this imbalance or this OLO or whatever it was, I don't remember right now. And then a retracement. We're looking at this leg to identify where fair value for buying should be. So to answer your question, find fair value for buying in this leg. And you're going to say, it's not that blue line, it should be higher. I'm going to say yes. And then I'm gonna drop to a 1 minute chart. And I'm gonna tell you that I could see through the 5 minute. And then you're gonna say, oh, it makes sense now.
Makes sense.
Look at that delivery, see? So that, I could see this M1 chart on that it would look like this. So I just put it on M5.
The X-ray vision, huh?
Yeah. So now watch how we're likely to trade higher from here, but I'm not going to trade it. Not going to trade it. Because to trade it means I have to expose myself to risk. And I haven't gotten the chance to trail this down. So I'm gonna misbehave. So I've now secured $7. So I'm gonna put $7 risk on this. Literally $7 risk. I'm gonna buy this with 0.5. I can't buy this at 0.5. Oh, UCAD is probably way more. I'll put 0.3. I don't know. And I'm gonna pull this until it says $7. Whoa, it's actually not $7 at all. Fine. M1. Let's just make it a quick one then for the culture. My stop is way too tight. Can you see why my stop is tight, Mert? If this is fair value for buying, my stop shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
But because it's fair value for buying, the chances of them leaving here is high. So that's a risk I can take. And if it trades down and I see negative $7 here, I can just cut it and walk away, no big deal. No pain, no gain. Or I could just leave it and let them average out each other. But yeah, I don't want to do too much M1 trading. I want to trade M5, M15 so I can share the logic. Doing M1, no, I can only see a certain type of delivery. And it's not always explainable. That's the word. But on the bright side, guys, date 13 in the bag. Whoop, whoop. And, the risk.
I'm here. I'm listening to you.
Oh, I thought you were laughing at me. The risk manager in me is saying the best way to secure and make sure this is actually a $7 loss overall is the scale out of this here. That's the risk manager or the risk managing side of me, or whatever words make sense. The side of me that likes to manage risk is saying I should scale out gold, still leave this here, and manage the risk. And I don't see anything wrong with that, to be honest. We're already at the target, so everything now is just bonus. I'm gonna protect my bonus and take 0.3 out of this gold. Close, bam, bam. It's I've secured. What's that? $12? $12 more on gold. Don't really care about that. I'm trying to minimize the risk on this, but it's not time yet. And this guy still looks like he wants to go lower. So it's at 7. Well, it was at $7. No big deal. Let's not stress it. The risk is managed here. Whatever I lose here, the balance should not go below 720 after the dust has settled. That's how you accept the risk. What is going on with NAS? Target for CAD probably be about like 20 pips. That's about 20 pips at the high. That's fine. What's happening with NAS? Somebody said NAS. Remember, the probability that NAS plays out how we wanted it to increases if they take this low. So for now, our position would have been fine, but we're not, well, I'm not trading this account very aggressively. I'm just trying to stick to the outline as much as possible. So hit the target, manage risk, hit the target, manage risk. That's it. But yeah, re-entries are possible here. But hit the target, manage risk, hit the target, manage risk. Be too soon on us. Yep, that's fine. That is fine. You started this account with, as in, $100. It's the challenge account. We started like 2 weeks ago, I think. Nice smooth equity curve, up about 700-800% or something, 6%. I don't remember, 600, I think. You kept playing around. I don't want to go M1. This should be fine. I'm thinking if I could reduce the risk as well, by the way. At 1038. Let's be aggressive. I'm gonna trail my stop. So now I'm only risking $11. Now it's only $11 risk. And NAS looks nice. Come UK, time to move. Time to move before you take me out. Get the money off the table. It's already $11. We know that, which means this is gonna go down to 722. And then gold has a little bit of something running, which should keep us above 720. So yeah, wait, what? That's not 722. Commissions. But all is fine. I think this is 719. I have more than $1 profit floating here to get me above 720. And that's all I really care about for today. So we could end this one here. Or I could get aggressive, but there's no need. Ed, how's your balance looking now? We good?
Get aggressive, Kish.
What do you mean, dog?
Awake the demon in you.
No, not today. The plan is once everyone gets above, well, once we get to 1K, I'm projecting anywhere between $100 to $200 daily for the first week of 1K. And well, no, I think we're gonna have to scale up. So probably gonna be more. Then we'll start thinking about going aggressive, because with the larger lot size, you don't want to, go up and then come too deep. So we'll be cutting risk across multiple pairs, all the normal stuff. We don't like you either, Naz. I think we entered at 605.04. So this should have been 40 pips. It's finally taken the level, by the way.
Hey, Kish, quick question. When you start to get more aggressive,
Mhm.
do you focus on less pairs? Do you just start to focus I guess, you look at less stuff because you're scaling up?
Good question. A very good question. So when we start aggressive, the plan is going to be to, just like we're doing here, looking at multiple pairs, we're going to pick the best setup, and aggressive means we're going to trade it aggressively. So let me look at time frames like an M5, and I'll show you what I mean. Let's say we could see this delivery. We could see all the lows. We could see all the efficiently traded portions of this. Let's say we got the entry. This took this high order block. We got the entry here. This place, market structure shift. Sell side buy side liquidity has been taken. We're now trading lower to at least here. We could have maybe a 2-lot here. Well, here, this range from here to here, 50% would come in somewhere about where the retracement went. So we'd have another entry right here. Once price is expanding below here, we break even this one, we break even that one, and we don't take partials. Then we take partials from this one first. So we scale out of this one first at the objective, and then we leave as much of the original position on as possible. So that way, the original position nets us a lot more, but then the scaling gets us to the target. So that's
so you're looking to milk the original position as much as you can. That's your aggressive.
Right. Yeah, that's my plan for the challenge.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. And while doing that, we don't get fearful that we didn't take partials on this and we're holding most of the position, because this gets us the daily target.
Makes sense.
So I'm going to show you compounding without using without catching a large move like all of this. We could compound with half of this and get a lot.
You mean you're going to show us in a live example?
Everything here is a live example.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I appreciate it, Kish, for real. Thank you.
All good, all good. So
hey Kish, how much are we at the challenge right now? What level are we at now?
We're at day, let me tell you this, I think we're at day 13.
What I need you to do is first go on your browser or your phone itself, right? The login you're going to use, there's going to be options to log in using email, and there's options.
Let me mute everyone before this expose people's login details. So day 14's target is 780. Day 13's target is 690. So we're at 690. Let's call it that. So we're at day 13's target of 690. And a little change over. All good, Kobe, all good. So let's end here. Any questions, we'll talk in the chat, and enjoy the rest of your guys.